Peach McIntyre is phenomenal. And y'all already know that lady got a husband and 9 kids. And 8 of my 9 kids are boys. And I am sick and tired of these new school barbers. Now, on this day, I had took the kids to an old new barber. And when I say an old new barber, I mean he kind of old to us because he used to cut Gregory McKay's hair back in the day when McKay was 4 and 5 years old. But then I say new to us because now Gregory McKay is 17 years old. And also, he has never cut any of my other kids' hair. I actually seen him going viral on TikTok. And I was like, oh my God, that's such and such. Let me go ahead and book an appointment. Y'all, he charged $100 a haircut. You heard me right, $100 a haircut. And I am not complaining about the price of the service. He does cut your hair in his private barbershop. He'll wash the hair. He even has some foam and spray for the kids. He did an excellent job. His service was good, but I guess I messed up the way I booked. We had like a gap and he really disappeared. I thought he was going to cut all 4 kids out since I was there with all 4 kids. He disappeared. I did have to pay a deposit. It was 50% of what the haircut was. So I ended up having to pay a $50 deposit for each child. Y'all know me. I didn't make a big deal. I still love the service. He actually was telling me, like, yeah, I was telling him how I want to learn how to cut my kids' hair. He was like, well, I won't cut it. And I was like, he claimed he can't do hair. I'm about to learn on my own, about to buy me some clippers. He was like, you should. Peach, I'm actually doing this thing where you can pay me $250 and you can come spend a day with me and learn how to cut hair. You can look and learn. I'll teach you how to cut hair. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try to convince my husband into doing it. But if he don't, me and Gregory McKay would. He was telling me how he wanted to start his own nonprofit and he wanted to teach kids in the hood how to cut hair to keep them out the streets, etc. But anywho, fast forward to today, a month later. I had ordered me some clippers. I had been since then trying to convince my husband to cut the kids' hair. He kept saying, no, I don't know how to cut hair. No, I don't know how to cut hair. So I told Wood, I said, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this. We got to make these barbershop appointments. These haircuts cost between $50 and $100. You got to schedule them. You can't be last minute. You can't be late. I'm about to cut our kids' hair ourselves. He laughed like, whatever. So I ordered me some clippers. The clippers came in the mail, and Wood was like, who hair you finna cut? You ain't cutting my kids' hair. And I was like, yes, I am. I'm about to cut your son's hair. He was like, I cut my own son's hair. Then he started cutting. First, he cut Wonderful's hair, which Wonderful was his first volunteer. Wonderful was like, you can cut my hair, Daddy. Everybody else was like, you ain't cutting my hair. Amazing, somebody, you don't know how to do a haircut. So he cut Wonderful's hair, then Amazing, and then Choice is a Blessing, which you guys can see on his page. After that, once the older kids came home from school, McINTYRE was up next. McINTYRE was talking junk all haircut long. For those of you who aren't aware, McINTYRE and his dad are really close. He actually like his dad as far as like telling him stuff and talking to him more than me. He's like a daddy's boy, but he loves to cuddle and give me hugs and kisses. So he was up there talking cash money junk. You don't know how to cut hair, but look at my husband little line up. Babe, I see the vision. I don't care what these children say. I believe in you. I believe in my man. Anyways, Wood was like starting to be more confident after he cut Amazing's hair, and he said it was like his first real haircut on the kids. He started to talk cocky. Oh, I've been cutting hair. Man, I used to edge my brother. For those of you who don't know, my husband has a brother that's a barber. And then he like, oh yeah, I cut my cousin Pooh Bear hair. He just getting cocky. He telling McIntyre, sit still for your hair be messed up. Boy, I know what I'm doing, boy. Next time I'm gonna end up charging you, boy. And this time McIntyre hair ended up coming out. Now, before y'all talk about my husband, y'all ain't like when I talked about the girl motherfucking nails, so don't do that. When I talked about that girl nails, it was, oh, you're a bad person. Okay, then. Don't talk about my man. He was happy and he was proud of himself, and I was proud of him too. Tonight is the